President Muhammadu Buhari has signed the 2021 appropriation bill of 13.588 trillion naira into law. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories now. At number 10, Charles Thompson, the soldier who was arrested for stabbing his mother to death in Kaduna State, has confessed that he killed her because she was a witch and always turning into a serpent. While being paraded on Thursday by the police, the 30-year-old said, "I was arrested for culpable homicide because my mother died in my hands while fighting with her. We were fighting as a result of spiritual dispute. I saw her turning into a serpent several times at night, so it angered me. I went into her room, I saw her with a 10-year-old boy running around her. That was what led to the fight." It was gathered that the incident happened on Tuesday, December 29, 2020, shortly after Thompson returned home to Kaduna due to an injury he sustained in a Boko Haram attack in Maiduguri. At number 9, there was tragedy in Asu village, Obafemi Owode local government area of Ogun State on Wednesday, when an operational vehicle belonging to operatives of the Federal Operating Unit of the Nigeria Customs Service crushed a motorcyclist identified as Juwan Mumuni to death. It was gathered that the NCS operatives were chasing some suspected rice smugglers when their vehicle hit and crushed the 35-year-old Mumuni, a lotto operator, to death. He further explained that the victim was taken to the Ijaya General Hospital by the officers, but the hospital rejected him. He was thereafter taken to Federal Medical Center Abeokuta, where he was confirmed dead. At number 8, the Naira officially traded at 402 Naira to $1 at the Investors and Exporters Foreign Exchange window on Thursday. Trading, which commenced at an opening rate of 392 Naira 88 kobo to $1, recorded a high of 402 Naira to $1 and a low of 385 Naira to $1. However, the Investors and Exporters Forex pegged the Central Bank of Nigeria's official rate at 379 Naira to $1 on its website. The I&E FX window is the market's trading segment for investors, exporters, and end users that allows for foreign exchange trades to be made. At number 7, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Niger Command, says it has arrested a total of 61 suspected drug traffickers from January to date in different parts of the state. The state's acting commander of NDLEA, Isaac Aloye, disclosed this to the News Agency of Nigeria in Minna on Thursday. He said that the command also secured the conviction of 28 suspects for possession and trafficking in drugs to different jail terms at the Federal High Court, Minna. Seized from the suspects are cannabis sativa, cocaine, methamphetamine, and psychotropic substances. 10 vehicles used by convicted drug dealers were also recovered. At number 6, the federal government has lifted the earlier suspension order on replacement and activation of old SIM cards, but on the condition that subscribers must have enrolled and obtained the national identification number. The federal government had on December 9th suspended the sale and activation of new SIM cards across all networks. The suspension was supposed to last till the completion of the audit of the subscriber registration database, which seeks to achieve global standards and quality in the issuance of SIM cards. But the Association of Licensed Telecoms Operators of Nigeria, who conveyed the federal government's lifting of the suspension in a statement, said, "Our members have been granted permission to carry out SIM replacement upon verification of the customer's national identification number. In this regard, our members are working with the National Identity Management Commission to ensure seamless system connectivity for verification of names." At number 5, the Defense Headquarters has said that a total of 2,403 terrorists, bandits, and other criminal elements in the country were killed by the military in 2020. The DHQ said a total of 864 kidnapped victims were rescued by troops across theaters of operation in the year under review. These figures were disclosed by the Coordinator Defense Media Operations, John Enenche, during the weekly media briefing at the Defense Headquarters in Abuja. He said the figures given were outside those killed during various undocumented airstrikes. Also within this year, a total of 9,684,797 litres of stolen automotive gas oil, 33,560,000 litres of dual-purpose kerosene were recovered. 1,910 criminal elements were arrested alongside the recovery of large cache of arms, ammunition, and equipment. Additionally, a total of 46,581.8 barrels of stolen crude oil and 22,881,257 litres of stolen premium motor spirit were recovered by troops of the Armed Forces of Nigeria. Enenche also hinted that the military will change its tactics towards Boko Haram terrorists and bandits come 2021. At number 4, the body of late Justice Sylvanus, the immediate past Nigerian ambassador to the United States, departed for home on Wednesday and landed at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport on Thursday. The casket, wrapped in the Nigerian flag, departed the Dulles International Airport, Washington, aboard a Delta Airlines plane. According to the news agency of Nigeria, a brief departure ceremony was conducted for the deceased, including a guard of honor mounted by U.S. military service members at the cargo section of the airport. At number 3, Nigeria's Minister of Women Affairs, Pauline Tallen, has tested positive for COVID-19 and has proceeded on self-isolation. In a statement issued last Sunday, she disclosed that she was advised by her medical team to undergo a test and self-isolate for a few days, following interaction with individuals who later showed signs of COVID-19. In an update on Thursday, she said, "This is to inform the general public that after undergoing a test carried out on myself and members of my family, my results returned positive, while that of members of my family was negative." At number 2, a man identified as Mohammed set himself on fire in Jos North local government area of Plateau State on Thursday, December 31st. It was gathered that the incident happened at about 7:30 a.m. on New Year's Eve. An eyewitness, a commercial motorcyclist who gave his name as Misbahu Usman, told news sources that the victim arrived in Peace and Reconciliation Garden in Jos as early as 7:30 a.m. and poured petrol on himself before setting himself on fire. Usman also noted that parents of the victim, including his relatives, arrived at the scene of the incident crying. Mohammed allegedly had a problem with his father the previous night, which must have prompted his action. The witness said the relative and the police had evacuated the victim to the hospital to confirm if he was dead. Finally, at number 1, President Muhammadu Buhari has signed the 2021 appropriation bill of 13.588 trillion naira into law. The president signed the 2021 budget into law on Thursday, December 31st in Abuja. This is coming after the National Assembly passed the bill on December 21st during an emergency session convened for the purpose of passing the budget. The signing of the budget at the end of the year is also in line with the president's promise to return the nation to the January to December budget cycle. The budget estimate was increased by the sum of 505.6 billion naira from the estimate of 13.08 trillion naira presented to the joint sitting of the National Assembly by President Muhammadu Buhari on October 8, 2020. Always remember to wear your mask, wash your hands and stay safe. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.